Parables read in order. We're on to parables 7 and 8. Rich man builds bigger barns. Servants must remain watchful. This compendium is by a guy named Dave All. He's at swapmeetdave.com. The links will be in the show notes. This is the NIV version from Dave's notes. Jesus' parables in chronological order, number 7 and 8. NIV. Parable 7, Luke 12:15-21. The rich fool. Then Jesus said to them, watch out. Be on your guard against all kinds of greed. A man's life does not consist in the abundance of his possessions. And Jesus told them this parable. The ground of a certain rich man produced a good crop. He thought to himself, wow, what shall I do? I have no place to store my crops. Then the farmer says, this is what I'll do. I'll tear down my barns and build bigger ones. And then I can store all of my grain and my goods. And I'll say to myself, you have plenty of good things laid up for many years. Take life easy. Eat, drink, and be merry. God responds, you fool, this very night your life will be demanded from you. Then who will get what you have prepared for yourself? This is how it will be with anyone who stores up things for himself, but is not rich towards God. In the NIV, early translations also say take heed. Most later translations say beware. Parable 8, Luke 12:35-40, watchfulness. Christ says, be dressed, ready for service, and keep your lamps burning, like men waiting for their master to return from a wedding banquet, so that when he comes and knocks, they will immediately open the door for him. It'll be good for those servants whose master finds them watching when he comes. I tell you the truth, he will dress himself to serve. We'll have them recline at the table and we'll come and wait on them. It'll be good for those servants whose master finds them ready. If he comes in the second or third watch of the night. But understand this. If the owner of the house had known at what hour the thief was coming, he would not let his house be broken into. You also must be ready, because the Son of Man will come in an hour when you do not expect him. The same Proverbs in the Message translation, starting with Luke. Jesus says, speaking to the people, take care, protect yourself against the least bit of greed. Life's not defined by what you have, even when you have a lot. And then he told them, Jesus, this story. The farm of a certain man, a rich man, produced a terrific crop. He talked to himself, hey, what can I do? My barn isn't big enough for this harvest. And then the man said, the farmer, here's what I'll do. I'll tear down my barns and I'll build bigger ones. And I'll gather on all my grains and goods and I'll say to myself, you've done well. You got it made. Now you can retire. Take it easy. Have a good time. The time of your life. And then God shows up and says, fool, tonight you die. Your barn full of goods. Who gets it? This is what happens when you fill your barns with self and not with God. Keep your shirt on, okay? Keep the lights on. Be like house servants waiting for their master to come back from his honeymoon. Awake ready to open the door when he arrives and knocks. Lucky the servant whom the master finds on watch. He'll put on an apron, sit him at the table, and serve him a meal, sharing his wedding feast with them. It doesn't matter what time of the night he arrives. They're awake and so blessed. You know that if the house owner had known what night the burglar was coming, he would have stayed out and left the place unlocked. So don't be lazy and careless. Just when you don't expect him, the Son of Man will show up. These are in the Parables playlist, which is on the Gandalf Library channel on Rumble.